Now, we want to look at the human person and immortality in Igbo metaphysics. Now, breaking this down, the Igbo's concept of the human person is not entirely materialistic. When we say materiality, it is not based on substance like the body alone. They really based on the body alone. Now, they have the view that the soul and the spirit is the most important aspect of the human person, and that is why they view death as a passage into the world beyond, and reincarnation where the soul and the spirit is going to into another body. Like when you plant, when a seed, you finish eating a fruit, that fruit becomes dead, then you plant it again, and then it spring up with another new flowers, leaves, and so on. So that is the Igbo view on the human person. Now, going deep into the lecture, we have to take note that the conceptual framework of the Igbos about the human person sees death as a passage into the world beyond. They also believe in reincarnation, and they also believe in the cult of their ancestors, that is the spirit of the dead. They believe in that, and that anytime that they are in trouble or need a solution to certain problem, they can always invoke the spirit of their ancestors to come and assist them. And also they believe in the Veridica dream. Now, to the Igbos, the human person, that is the body, is not entirely abstract from uh, the metaphysical sphere. That is, the concept of existence is not entirely divorced from the concrete experience, since the physical and metaphysical aspect of reality can be transited from one to another. That is, there can be transition from one a spirit can transit from one body to another after its death. Now, uh, like I said before, they are more concerned about the spirit and the soul. Now, in our notes, you see, in Igbo philosophical reflections, the self and the personhood are essentially derived from the soul and the spirit. Now, the soul is called Mpurobi. Now, the spirit, sorry, the body is called Alu. Now, some people are of the view that there is the soul is different from the spirit, and there's another name for the spirit actually. But to what we were being taught, we see the spirit and the soul as one actually. Now, to the Igbos, death does not destroy, is a transition into another life, and a refurbished life, like it is seen here. And when one is dead, they still live on in another world. So the Igbo immortality in Igbo culture takes a continuous existence in the world beyond, as is those people keep existing. Now, the, and they said that the Igbos do not bury their loved ones who died abroad. This is the case because from time to time they invoke the spirit of ancestors, especially in times of crisis. And we have also mentioned that there is an ancestral belief. So we should take note of these vital points about the Igbos' traditional beliefs. Now, in the next class, we'll be taking a deep look, a critical reflection, outlook of the Igbos and their traditional belief on the human person. We've done that of the Yorubas, concept of Ori is a free choice, and now we are going to take a critical outlook about the Igbos too. Now, like we said in the first lesson, philosophy rather takes a deep look into facts and claims of various fields. Now, that's why we're going to be doing that in the next section. Now, once we critically look at the Igbo, their concept of the human person and immortality. Now, they said when someone died, the soul, can reincarnate into another person. Now, the problem here is actually the problem of identification. You know, I know who I am, you know who you are, and when we grow old and die, we can only know what and who we actually are while we are on earth, from childhood to adulthood. Now, after that, in the world beyond, can the people who are still on earth identify our soul? You know, there's not really based on the body. They're talking about the soul. Now, this is where it raises a problem of identification. Now, if you say someone when someone dies, the soul, reincarnates into another person, and at the same time you are saying that you always invoke the spirit of the dead. Now, how can you invoke the spirit of the dead who has already reincarnated into another person? It's not possible. Now, that means you are invoking the spirit of someone who is actually alive. So that is one of the commas in Igbo immortality, concept of immortality. Now, the problem of, okay, now if you say you call on ancestors, how do you identify that it is the soul, this particular person's soul that you are calling? Can you identify the soul? So that is one of the commas in Igbo uh, concept of immortality. The problem of identity, identifying who actually spirit is invoked, and the other one is can you invoke a spirit that you claim has already reincarnated? So those are the two major criticism of the Igbo metaphysics.